Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and we're going to take a look at the economy. Those good people at CapEx, which is it's a private company, but it's also a think tank, and it does sort of research and analysis on finances, the economy, taxation plans, forward planning, and anyway, they do all this. They sift the data, they analyze, and they come up with conclusions. And they've looked at everything that's proposed or suspected, and they take in all these things, and they've come to the conclusion that Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, is going to stifle growth in this country. And when I say stifle, I mean make it stillborn. There will be no growth. In fact, she's likely to lead Britain into a recession because of her tax policy. Now, during the campaign, of course, they kept very quiet about this. And no new taxes. Read my lips, George Bush Sr. and all that. Then the moment they get into power, new taxes. And they kept gaslighting that things are worse than it was. Oh, we didn't know it was that bad. They did. The OBR publishes everything. And then they're saying, oh, we've got a £20 billion black hole. That 0.25% cut from the Bank of England has just cut 10 billion of that. And if we get another 0.25% cut next month, that 20 billion has gone. But they're not going to tell you that. They're going to keep pushing the line of this big black hole so they can tax. It's the socialist way. Keep them poor, keep them struggling, keep them in poverty, and we can control them. Because again, socialism is all about control, no freedom. But they are saying that the taxation policies they're bringing in, with allegedly looking at increasing VAT, increasing corporation tax, things like that, will, as well as increasing personal taxation, will decimate the economy. It will hinder investment. It will drive capital out of the country. I know this is going to happen because we are seriously looking at skedaddling, Operation Get the Hell Out of Here. Mainly because of inheritance tax and going forward income tax and such things like that. And I run my business. I have my own personal business, and I run that. And at the moment, I take every legal tax break I can get. But she's looking at closing all them down. Bang, I'm out. I can run my business from anywhere where there's a Wi-Fi. Literally, don't need to. So we will sell up everything and get out. And we'll go and live, and we're looking at living in a low taxation country. And why shouldn't we? And anyone who's got sense would. This isn't going to help those remaining, but I have no morals on that one. This is not down to me. This is down to Labour. This is down to Rachel Reeves. But they're talking about all these things. The taxation on companies is the big one, because this is a typical Labour misunderstanding. It's always Labour. They seem to think that companies pay tax, and companies don't pay tax. Companies collect tax on behalf of the government. So if, for example, a company wants to make, for our shareholders, we need to make 100 million this year. And they're saying, well, if you make that 100 million, rather than, 18% or 19% corporation tax, it's going to be 25% corporation tax. Well, the company says, well, that's going to eat into our profits, so we need to put our prices up, which means we have to charge our customers more. Now, those customers then will charge their customers more, and so on, all the way down the line until it's the man in the street who pays for the final product that's paying more for it. All that tax runs up line until eventually it goes to the government. But it isn't the company paying the tax. They've passed that tax on to the next person until eventually it gets to the last person, which is you and me. We pay the tax, not companies. Labour never, ever understand that. And they don't understand that by increasing corporation tax, you're actually increasing personal taxation on individuals, because they are morons. And with everything else they're doing, they're destroying it. So anyway, CapEx have said that given the numbers, and since as well, the cost of goods have risen since April 2008, which was when the recession is, they've almost doubled across the line. It's just the tax burden now, because of that increase in the costs. So obviously the tax burden's higher, which the government are loving, but they want more and more and more. So they're saying that this could cause a 2 to 3% drop in the GDP of Britain each of the next 5 years, Britain wouldn't just be in recession, it would be in depression. And it could take 1 or possibly 2 generations to get out of it. Labour know this. They know it in advance, and they're still going to do it because they want a depression. They want poverty. They want misery because they want control. And that is why I say Labour are so very, very dangerous. On top of that, they're coming after the pensioners. They're not going to be putting they're looking to cut the triple lock. That's even though they all denied it all the way through, guarantee the triple lock will go. They've already cut the heating allowance. They're going to make pensioners pay national insurance. All sorts of things. For some reason, they've really got it in for pensioners. One has to ask why. Why do they hate pensioners so much? It's just going to be hell. It's going to be a tax hole hell in this country. And all the big money will go. They tried taxing this, and I've done this story before, but it's true. They tried taxing in Norway, and within 72 hours, every single billionaire in Norway had gone out the country, and they'd taken all their assets with them. And Norway went, boom, deep, deep into trouble. They didn't realise how much tax they'd lose because they're stupid, because they're politicians. None of them have ever run a real job. None of them have run businesses. They don't understand costs and they don't understand consequences. Anyway, CapEx have come all here, and they just reckon that if Rachel Reeves sticks to her guns, sticks to what she's saying, sticks to what she's briefing on, Britain is in for a depression that could last 20, 30, 40 years. Because she says she doesn't know, or they can't see a way of growing out of this because of the tax burden on the people. Why did we vote for them? I didn't. I voted Reform. Let's be honest. I put my hand up. I voted Reform. But why did so many people vote Labour? You must never, ever believe a socialist. They always lie, and then they always run out of other people's money, as Margaret Thatcher famously said. And she's yet to be proved wrong. God bless you, Margaret. You get things right occasionally. But there we are. So, what's to do? Well, we've got what they call council elections are next. Make sure you vote the correct way there. And then hope to God, somehow, amazingly, you can survive and live long enough to get to the next election and boot them out. I don't think this government has got 5 years. I don't think this government has got 3 years in it. And I think the rot has set in now, and there's going to be an explosion in this party. But we shall wait and see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Speak to you soon. Let me know what you think in the comments. And, well, keep on watching. There's a load to come. So definitely hit subscribe. Bye.